Shalom. First, I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh in the name of Yahushua. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Peace and blessings to hopefully like the house of David. Let's get into this. What I want to get into, it's almost like laying back and after an earlier video I did with the priest Ayashama. It's just love the brotherhood. That brotherhood, you gonna have that love for the brotherhoods and the brother, and the brothers. And that love is basically, the commandments. I'm gonna jump into this. Let me get the scripture first. This is John chapter 15, starting at verse. I'm gonna start at verse 12. This is my commandment, that ye love one another as I have loved you. Greater love have no man than this, that a man lay down his life for his friends. Ye are my friends if ye do whatever so I command you. Yeah, cause we all know what we all know what the love of Yahweh is. It's the keeping of commandments. And we understand when we once you start to grow in this truth, once you get that understanding, you start to learn that the commandments, the laws is not a burden. The laws and commandments not really a burden, because it's basically teaching you love, because the love of the Most High is the commandments, right? If you keeping that towards your brother, you ain't gonna what? You ain't gonna lie. You ain't gonna lie to him. You ain't gonna commit adultery. You ain't gonna envy nothing he have. You ain't gonna steal from him. You ain't gonna plot to murder him. You ain't gonna plot to murder him. You ain't gonna you ain't gonna as I say, you ain't gonna cover his good. You ain't gonna do nothing that the commandments say not to do against your brother. You gonna keep all those minds for what? That's that love. You ain't gonna want that to happen to him. You ain't gonna want that to happen to him. You ain't gonna want that to happen to yourself. You gonna trust him to keep it towards you, and he gonna trust you to keep it towards him. This is continuing from verse 14. Ye are my friends if you do whatever so I command you. Henceforth I call you not servants, for the servant knoweth not what his Lord does, but I have called you friends. For all things I have heard of my Father I have made known unto you. And that's his truth. The understanding of what's about to happen. The understanding of how you should move within the earth. The understanding. And where that come from, come from the commandments. Cause the book, the laws and the prophets teach you how to move, how to operate among each other, how to be in union, with the earth. Scriptures teach you the commandments, the law, statutes, commandments. We teach you how to be a greater man. How to be a greater man and that's beautiful, because in the time we're coming in, that is gonna be concrete. That's gonna be pivotal for what we're coming into, that situation we're coming into, because I was having a conversation with Ayashama. He said, like, everybody else outside of the brotherhood, outside of this faith, is gonna be for themselves. It's basically gonna be a purge. It's basically gonna be a real live purge. Everybody gonna be out for themselves. They gonna, it's gonna be men selling women, selling women for commodity, sex. Like, hey, you give me that piece of meat, you can hit this. It's gonna get real grimy. But if you operating with a brother in that love, you understand that you ain't, you probably just have a loaf of bread, right? You find a loaf of bread hand side, you gonna break it off, give it to your brother because y'all souls is in this together. You ain't gonna want your brother to go hungry. You gonna have that mindset. I'd rather go hungry before I see my brother go hungry, and vice versa. You probably have that mindset. So that charity gonna kick in. You have a little water of this, I'm gonna have a little bit of this. We all just sharing a swallow here. You pass it on. The people of this world ain't they ain't gonna have that. That Christianity, some Christians gonna fold because once that famine kick in, and you ain't gonna be able to buy or sell with that MOTB. Without that MOTB, it's gonna get hard. They gonna fold. They gonna fold that survival. That survival mode gonna kick in. That survival mode gonna kick in. All the only thing he gonna look at is for him and his family. Then when it starts to get worse, when that mess hit the fan, he probably get down on his own family. Just like in when Jerusalem was sieged, they had women eating their own children. They had women eating their own children. And it's just going, whew, just thinking about it. But the brotherhood, they're going to have a different mindset. They're going to have a different mindset, a different operation. You going to, as the scripture said, you going to be able to see the difference. How it goes on. The people shall mourn, but you will laugh. Roughly paraphrasing. Yeah, it's gonna be beautiful. Yahweh gonna protect his elect, and the brotherhood gonna be in full operation, because again we're gonna have to depend on each other. We're gonna have to depend on each other in those times. If you're around the brother in those times, whatever your lot may be, wherever your lot may be. So that was on my spirit. Conversating with the elder brother. And, I hope he was edified. Because, yeah, we're going to need that love, that charity. With that comes wisdom and understanding. Because you're going to have this knowledge give you that wisdom and understanding how to operate, how to conduct yourselves with the brotherhood or without the brotherhood. And what I mean without, when you're not around the brotherhood, like you by yourself, you still have to conduct yourself correctly. It's a beautiful thing, and it's a thing. It's a thing worth fighting for. It's a thing worth fighting for. Then that great reunion that's gonna be on that chariot. Ooh, ooh, hoo, 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 hoo. Yeah, but that was the point. I hope you was edified. Again, I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh in the name of Yahweh Shai, double honor to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Peace and blessings to the hopeful elect, the house of David. Until next time, Yahweh willing, Shalom.